Greater stimulus. The greater the stimulus, the greater the results. An old Russian scientist from the 70s or 80s who's working on their Russian athletes, probably for the Olympics, when they were just slaying the field, man. He was using electrodes, electrolysis, and zapping his athletes and figuring out how to fire the muscle pathways and all this business. And he was getting great results. There was some other stuff going on probably, but still, those Russians knew what they were doing as far as getting their athletes to perform. And what a great statement. Where am I at? Dude, I'm setting up the office in my house. So pretty cool, man. It's not all set up yet. It's gonna look like a jungle in here by the time I'm done, man. Hang some cool stuff, put some plants in, man. It's cool. So I'm excited. But it's got me thinking today, man, because I'm planning my fall game plan, my fall and winter. And guys on the roster know who I work with. There's a different game plan for the summer, different game plan for the spring. And you adapt for the fall and the winter. It gets a little colder. You want to put on a little strength and shift some things up. Psychologically, it's a good kind of a reprieve from cutting or whatever. But so I've been thinking about this, like what's the best way to get some different results for me? Because this is a game, man. This is the game of self-development. Constantly evolving, and the only way to do it is to get greater stimulus. When you start inputting less, you're gonna get out less. Now, I'm not talking about just straight ridiculous intensity all the time, because that's not necessarily sustainable. This is a marathon, absolutely, and not a track meet. But it's about the right stimulus. And I'm thinking, okay, how do I get greater stimulus? And I'm talking physically now. And then I'll talk about kind of the psychological piece to it is I need to start pushing the weights a little harder. I need to start pushing my intensity on my cardio a little harder, bumping that VO2 max up. All these different, even getting out in the cold and doing some ruck runs and things that I obviously haven't been doing, living in Southern California, being up in Idaho. I'm gonna take advantage of this tough environment to get a little tougher. I need to have a greater stimulus. It's easy to get soft when things are cush, like I was talking about the other day, man, when I was in Hawaii. Man, it's easy to get soft when things are smooth and groove. When you're moving and grooving in a smooth way, it's easy to just let things slide, get a little soft, man, go a little lax. And that's fine. That has its piece, that has its frame, its season, that it's useful. So you can kind of throttle back a little bit. But now it's time to put the throttle on a little bit. And so I'm thinking about greater stimulus. Where do you need your greater stimulus? Do you need to check your macros? Do you need to bump the intensity up? Do you need to adjust your schedule? Tighten down the screws? Greater stimulus. It doesn't just have to be physical inputs, but also psychologically. Are you having greater stimulus in your relationship? Are you inputting enough? It's all everybody likes, a little better stimulus in their relationship. Are you being present? Are you being connected, right? All that is greater stimulus. What you put in, you absolutely are gonna get out. And so greater the stimulus, the greater the results. It's such an easy equation and it makes sense. I like things that pass the sniff test. Does it fucking make sense? That makes absolute sense. So it doesn't make sense when people want, let's zoom out and talk about lifestyle. They want an A+ life with D- effort. They want A+ stimulus, A+ results from D- stimulus. That doesn't make sense. And I have to be accountable to me and myself and my life and my family when I'm thinking about those things. Dude, if I want some professional success or professional growth, am I really doing the things to push the meter? It's usually things that make me uncomfortable, stepping out of my normal battle rhythm of what I'm doing. It has to be doing more accurately, right? It's not just about volume, it's about accurate volume. Just like the weights. It's not just about moving more weight, and I mean talking about volume and reps. Are you having that mind-muscle connection? Are you really hitting that squeeze, really hitting that contraction? And I'm saying this to y'all because it's something I have to continuously remind myself of. Today at the gym, I was there with my mom. For anybody on Instagram, see me, I post a little thing with my mom, which was really cool. My mom goes to the gym, man. She's 75 or 76 now, still going to the gym. And we were talking about really that accurate stimulus, right? Are you really contracting the muscle? And this is a woman who was into, she was back in the day in the 80s, dude, with the wrinkled up socks and the thong outside the spandex, man, that doing the aerobics and the steps. It was fantastic, man. She's always been into fitness and I'm grateful for it. And so it's cool to be able to talk to your mother about, man, exercise physiology, right? The actual mechanics of growth. And for her, it was, and this is for a lot of us guys getting a little bit older, man, who been ridden hard, put away wet for a lot of years. Our joints, you start to hurt, man. If you stop doing resistance training, you stop inputting that stimulus, bro, your results are gonna be shit. Not to mention just atrophy, but for me, inflammation, my joints start to hurt, things start to not work how they usually do. I start to fall apart directly. My body really starts to hurt when I stop doing resistance training. Now, I don't really stop for doing them for much, but I noticed it even in the Legion when I had periods of out in the field doing terrain work or whatever, and I was just not really exercising like I normally did. Dude, my shoulders started to hurt, my elbows and all this shit. Results, right? The results I want are healthy body, healthy mind, quality lifestyle, quality life. That's what I want. So I have to be making sure I'm putting the accurate stimulus into each arena. Am I doing that? And the more results I want out of it, I got to be putting a greater stimulus in. Take that sanity check on yourself. Do that self-audit. Are you inputting the stimulus required for the output you want? Get honest. If you're not, start doing it. Doesn't need to be major course corrections or gnarly drastic change. Slight tightening of the dial. Identify what needs to get tightened. Pay attention to some of that anxiety. That anxiety is a gift. It's just a dinner bell. It's not an alarm. It's a dinner bell. Ting, ting, ting. What do you need to draw attention to? Draw attention to it. Close that gap between thought and action. Man, I love it. Setting up the office out here in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. It's going to be cool, man. Showing you videos up here. We're going to be mixing it up, doing some outdoor stuff, man. Maybe some hunting. Who knows what we're going to get into, but it's going to be fun. So, trust everyone's having a great morning. Have a great day, great week. Be smart out here.